Federal agents arriving earlier in the Little Tokyo neighborhood here in Los Angeles. That's just outside where Governor Gavin Newsom was delivering remarks on a potential plan to counter a redistricting battle being pushed by Republicans in Texas. Our Los Angeles station KABC capturing these images you see here of the agents. The governor actually mentioned them during his remarks, and at last check, we are told that the agents were moving down the street. They were moving toward a federal building in the city. Mayor Karen Bass went on to say that, in her opinion, there's, quote, no way the agent's presence was a coincidence. She called it unbelievably disrespectful. Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin hitting back, saying Mayor Bass must be misinformed. Our law enforcement operations are about enforcing the law, not about Gavin Newsom. ABC News Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman is there for us. So first of all, Matt, what do we know about the federal agents right now, what they were doing there on the ground?
We are in downtown Los Angeles, Kana, and you know this area so well as well. It's pretty condensed. So the federal building is just a couple of blocks away from where we are right now. So our understanding is that those federal agents just went back to the federal building where they are based. It's not much of a walk. But before that, there was that chaotic scene right here outside the Japanese National Museum, Japanese American National Museum. And it was right behind me that a person, apparently, allegedly, an undocumented person, was selling strawberries, and those agents in full gear swarmed and arrested that strawberry seller and took them into custody. And that created quite a ruckus here. People were livid, people were upset, and the lawmakers inside, including the most prominent Democratic figures in the state of California, including Gavin Newsom, Adam Schiff, Alex Padilla, were incensed because they said that it was an obvious act of intimidation, because what was going on in there is that the state of California is now trying to redistrict certain districts to create more Democratic seats ahead of the 2026 elections. They say in response to the redistricting that is happening in the state of Texas. So there is a lot of back and forth here in the streets of Los Angeles, and it was playing out right in front of a bunch of cameras here, Kana.
Right. So as you mentioned here, we have our major Democratic leadership in the building there right behind them, and then a tremendous show of force here from the federal government. What more are we hearing from Governor Newsom on this, Matt?
Governor Newsom actually his team sent me a statement. I'll read it if I can find it. Basically saying that it was the staging a show of force and arresting a strawberry seller outside in order to please a weak president not only proves what we're doing, stopping the rigging of Congress by Republicans, is more important than ever. They said, thank you, Donald Trump, for proving our point. Of course, the White House and the Department of Homeland Security weighing in, saying that they were just enforcing the law, trying to provide security to Los Angeles and the state of California. Obviously, this is not the last round of this political fisticuffs that we're going to see here, Kana. This is going to continue. There's a bit of a deadline. It's going to be a rush to get this redistricting in California. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of coordination inside the state assembly here, Kana.
Certainly, it sounded like the governor was calling on other Democratic-led cities to essentially do the same. So as you mentioned, far from over, Matt Gutman. Our thanks to you as always.